Welcome everybody to Scott Cooks. Today we are going to try to recreate my most famous food video. It is the New York strip steak over red potatoes. That video, as of the day I'm recording this one, has had over, I think, around 750,000 views on it. It is quite popular, and it was done in my original Ninja Foodi. And we are going to try to do it today in our Ninja Speedi. Now, the obvious difference here is the Ninja Speedi does not have a pressure cook. And in the original video, I pressure cooked the potatoes and then drained the liquid and roasted them underneath. We're going to try to do something similar in our Speedi, but obviously we cannot pressure cook. The meat is the same, and I'll put up on the screen what the original one looked like. The weight is close, but this is 2 years later, and the price is almost doubled. So it's pretty terrible. But anyway, that's what we're going to try to do today. So stay tuned, stick with me. This is going to be pretty fun. And in the end, we'll see how close we got. In order to recreate this the best that we can, we're going to go ahead and dice up these red potatoes. And this is our Ninja Speedi pot. It is a square pot. And as I dice them up, I'm going to just drop them straight into the pot. And what we're going to do is a little different, because like I said, we cannot pressure cook these. But this Speedi has a feature called Speedi meals, which basically means it uses steam, a lot of steam, and the air fryer at the same time to create a very fast, well-cooked meal. So what we're going to do is a Speedi meal, which we're going to cook the steak and the potatoes at the same time. And now that is about as close to the original as I can get. Right, that's the potato portion. We're going to add a little seasoning. And we're going to use the same seasoning on the steak very lightly. And now what I'm going to do is add some water to this to just bring the water level up near the top of the potatoes. In the original video, as you can see now on the screen, I used the wire rack to do the broiling. For the Ninja Speedi, there is no wire rack. It comes with this device, and this device has these feet, and these feet lock into these little recessed areas there. So it looks like that when you do it. So let's go ahead and get our steaks seasoned up and placed in. We'll be shooting for a medium cook on the steaks. Well, you know, everybody's got a different opinion on that subject. Let me just tell you the temperature I'm looking for. I'm going to try to cook these to about 165-ish. They will rise slightly as I let them rest. And obviously, if you guys want yours a little less done or more done, you can simply adjust the time. But I'm trying to recreate what I did the first time around, and I cooked those things to about a medium. So we're going to do that again. Try to help you understand how this machine works. Although I'm not actually going to turn the broil function on, it's at exactly the same thing, except I will also be steaming from the bottom while the air fryer is sitting right about this high from these, basically creating a broil. Steam, heat, all together. It's going to be great. Let's get it started. In my original video, I did 7 minutes flipped and then 7 more minutes under broil. We'll try to recreate that. We're going to do 14 minutes on the Speedi meal feature, which is again just steaming and, well, you can call it air fry it, you can call it broil, you can call it whatever you want. It's got the air fryer element sitting very close. I would call that a broil. Anyway, let's get this thing fired up. Flip your lever up on the top to get over to the rapid cooker side. Temperature. We'll talk about temperature in a second. Let's work on time first. Let's go ahead and do that 14 minutes. Let's talk about temperature. So, on a broil feature on those original ones, you didn't really set the temperature. I don't remember. It's been a long time ago. But it was pretty hot. But let's not forget, I had already pressure cooked those potatoes before I broiled. So I'm trying to cook them both together here at the same time. I'm actually going to lower this temperature to 375. That 14 minutes is a long time. It's definitely going to cook the potatoes. So let's go ahead and get it started. At the 7-minute mark, I will flip the steaks. I do want you to understand that what's going on here. So that is what's the same as the other Foodi. It's the preheat cycle. It preheated in order to create steam to make pressure. This is preheating in order to make steam to actually cook it. So once it creates the steam, the air fryer will kick on as well. All right, guys, let's go ahead and lift the lid. Oh, we are looking good, looking good. Let me get you a little closer shot there. We're halfway through the cook. We're doing our flip now. Oh, this is gonna be good. I can smell the potatoes. I can smell, even the bottom is cooking very nicely, just from the steam that's been rising. Let's get this. Down we go. All right, we're gonna finish up the last 7 minutes here, and then we're gonna go and drain that liquid, do a bake roast for a few minutes on those potatoes. Just try to simulate what we had in the first recipe. And we'll go ahead and plate it up and see how we did. Oh, that is just a beautiful looking cook on that. Potatoes are drained, drop down in the pot. We're gonna power up. We're gonna flip our lever here so that we can hit the other side of things. Gonna scroll down to bake and roast. We're gonna crank that temperature up. This would make more sense if you could see what I was doing, wouldn't it? Sorry, guys. All right, so we got our on bake roast. We're gonna take this temperature and get it on up there, maybe 400. Use the default time, it doesn't matter. We're not gonna leave it in for 15 minutes. And we're gonna give those about 5 minutes or so on bake roast, just trying to get what we had before again. And in the meanwhile, let me go show you these beautiful steaks that I just took out. Oh, are they just about perfect or what now? Again, if you guys want them a little more on the rarer side, you know, I did 14 minutes, just simply cut it down to maybe 10 minutes, 11 minutes, something like that. That's not the purpose of this video. So they're just gonna rest for about 5 minutes. While we finish up the potatoes, we'll go ahead and plate this up and give it a taste test. We'll start off with that beautiful looking steak. Tender and juicy, just like I thought. That's pretty much the motto here, or whatever you want to call it, of the Speedi. It's always tender, it's always juicy. That's perfectly cooked. It just falls right apart in your mouth. Excellent job, Ninja Speedi. And that is probably the closest that I can get to recreating the old recipe. Maybe we can get 750,000 views on this one. Let's give it a try. Let's start with, everybody hit that thumbs up, like button for me, leave me some comments. And we'll see you real soon on the next video.